And now for an issue everyone should know about. Genarlow Wilson has been in prison for 2 years now. He's there because back when he was 17, at a wild New Year's Eve party, he had consensual oral sex with a 15-year-old girl. The next day, police, investigating an unrelated incident that had occurred at the party, discovered a videotape that documented Genarlow's sex act. And so, on the day Genarlow was due to take the SAT, he was arrested and charged with child molestation. Others who were on the tape were also charged, but all were bullied into plea deals, except for Genarlow. He has stated that he believed the charges were unreasonable and decided to go to trial with it. Well, his gamble didn't pay off, and Genarlow Wilson was given 10 years in prison. And when he leaves, he'll have to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life. Genarlow sits in prison at this very moment. His appeals have all been denied, and the state Supreme Court has refused numerous requests to review his case. The Georgia legislature has now overturned the law that put Genarlow in prison, the law that made it illegal for a 17-year-old to engage in oral sex with a 15-year-old. But while the new bill means there will be no future cases such as Genarlow's, it has not freed him. He still sits there, a former high school football star with scholarship offers, a victim of a technicality. When Genarlow leaves prison in 8 years, he will never be allowed to live in a house with his little sister again, due to his sex offender status. Genarlow will be unable to complete the sports career that had been so promising for him. He'll be shut out of most jobs as a convicted child molester. And yet, Genarlow's only crime was consensual sex between him and another minor. The victim in this case agrees and has repeatedly stated that she engaged in sex willingly. Her parents have not wanted to see Genarlow in prison, and yet the state of Georgia does. The prosecution showed no mercy in dealing with Genarlow. It failed to inform the jurors on the case that if they gave a guilty verdict, Genarlow would face 10 years in prison, a little bit of information that many of the jury members now state they wish they had known. But it's too late for them, and too late for Genarlow Wilson. His case should frighten and anger every one of us. He has been imprisoned under a clearly unconstitutional law, and unless the Democratic members of the Georgia State Legislature manage to succeed in their current effort to pass a bill that would release him, it looks as if Genarlow Wilson will be in prison until he is 28 years old. This case is one of the greatest crimes against the rights of citizens and young people in recent history. To be jailed for so long for something so small seems entirely unfair. But it just goes to show how difficult it is, even today, for young people, and African Americans especially, to defend their civil liberties. Genarlow's case highlights the continued injustice and oppression in our society and legal system, and every single American citizen who cares about liberty and justice for all should be incensed at what has happened to Genarlow Wilson, an innocent high school student just like you or me, who succumbed to impulse one night during his senior year, and now resides in prison because of it.